This is Virginia Roots, a journey into Appalachian music. Old-time music is different from bluegrass. It's often played by a large group of musicians sitting in a circle, listening to and learning from each other. And it's usually learned not by reading music, but by watching and playing along. Once you learn the basics, you can join in too.
Because it's kind of an oral tradition, both the music and the dance and the vocal traditions as well, like you get it from interaction, you get it from community, you get it from sitting across from somebody and eating a meal as equally as you get it from like dancing the corner at a square dance or sitting knee to knee playing a tune. It's about that like human connection, and that's what really draws me into it.
I think that playing music by ear is one of the essential defining elements of the old-time music tradition. And it allows for me this space of really kind of deep listening and deep communication between musicians and being able to just immediately hear something that another person in the circle is offering to you. And be able to offer a response, just like you would in verbal conversation.
You're playing to the room, and you're playing to each other in real time. And there's a magical thing that happens in string band music when people are listening and they're playing together and they're connecting in terms of the rhythm and the pitch. And the phrasing of the music. It's kind of like a language of its own. The rhythm section, which is primarily the bass, the guitar, and the banjo, we are the foundation of the thing. I'm not doing much on the bass. I'm going boom, 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 boom on the downbeats. It's like, if you were to think about it in terms of like modern electronic dance music, we're the four on the floor. You know, like if you're at the techno club, the boom, 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 boom. That's us in fiddle and banjo music. And so a fiddler once explained to me like what they want from the rhythm section. They're like, look, the rhythm section is the ground. And if the ground is out in front of me and the ground is really solid and sturdy, I can do anything I want. I can run, I can jump, I can dance, I can play. If the ground is soft and muddy, or it's only behind me, all I can do is carefully plod through the tune.
The structures that are in place within, old-time music, blues music, traditional blues music, bluegrass, even, 20s, 30s jazz, a lot of times when you sit in on a group like that, they'll say, okay, we're doing this song, we're doing it with this progression, we're doing it with this chords. And when someone says A, B, B, that might mean, okay, there are two parts, an A part and a B part. We're going to play the first part or the A part twice, second part, the B part twice. So it's not, I don't think of it as much as setting limitations as rather giving you a little roadmap of, hey, here's what we're about to do and here's how you can be a part of it like that. Most traditional music scenes, jams, communities are super welcoming, especially to young people. I think I was 10, so this would have been a year into playing banjo as a 10-year-old. I was at a music event and there was a group of people whom I didn't know, later found out were, legends, very experienced, seasoned musicians, and they saw me walking by with a banjo case and insisted that I sit down and play with them and sing something. And initially I was kind of, I was a little mortified. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm going to have to do this. But as soon as I did, it was incredible. It showed me I can sit down and interact with people I don't know.
The gym we go to, the older people always like helping the younger people. So like sometimes I pick a person and they like pick me too. And so they put their fingers next to me so I can see their fingers really well. Usually in a jam we play it like a bunch of times so like people who don't know it can like figure it out. Like, cause like if you only play it like twice, then like the people might only like figure it out a little bit and they don't have time to like practice it a bunch.
Dancers within old-time music can do a lot. They not only can lift up the music in the way that they are, oftentimes dancing on the front of the beat. It's not just playing right in the middle of the beat. A lot of times there'll be what's often called drive, which is where there's a little bit of a push to the beat, where the emphasis is going to be right on the front of the beat that keeps the music chugging and moving along, keeps it high energy. A lot of times dancers have a lot to do with that.
Most old-time music is played in 4/4 time. It's got 4 beats to the measure and 4 notes to the beat. And if I'm dancing, I always get in rhythm with the band. You just move your feet and legs in time with the music, and you do what feels good to you based on the music that you hear. The music pretty much tells you what to do.
Well, you're like tapping along to like the strong and soft beat. So like if you have like a strong beat, you might do like a scuff or something, and you would have like a strong beat on that note, and it kind of like follows the melody a little bit. And my favorite part is the end of a tune where you have like a tag. It's like a shave and a haircut 2-bit, and the dancers were always like 2-bit, and they'll stomp extra hard on like the very last 2 beats, which I think is super fun, and I love doing that. So
there's no shame in learning using the resources that you have available where you are. And if that is watching YouTube videos and learning from those, go for it. If that's the resource you have, use it. You don't have to be sitting at the knee of an elder, on a front porch somewhere in Appalachia to be able to learn this music. It's okay to learn it online, and that will eventually unfold into connecting with people in person in it also.